Alright, welcome back to another action-packed week of NAGA action. This game being one of the two kickoff games for this weekend's slate. We have the Reno Raptors taking on the Brooklyn Bandits / Regulators, although rumors have been circulating around the league due to the departure of recent owner Stover that the now called Regulators may move back to the Bandits branding after this season. So that has been a topic of hot discussion, especially for me personally. Of course, Brooklyn being one of the 16 original teams in the league, Reno just being added this year as part of our Wave 2 of expansion. Both teams coming in at 3-3 on the year. Brooklyn tied for second in the JFC East. Reno tied for first in the GFC West with Sacramento. Despite having a negative 23 point differential, they started off pretty well. I believe they won their first three and then lost their last three. And that's how that goes. And Brooklyn, on the other hand, has led an air raid offense to the tune of Graham Hull leading the league in passing yards with 22-22 through 5 games, 15 TDs, 4 picks for him. But as a result, their running game has really struggled. Steven Jennings is not even a top 32 running back in the league. So we will see how the lopsided Regulator offense will do. They do have a 55% chance to win, but 3 out of 4 taking Reno to win in this one. We will see how they do as we march on to Folds of Honor Stadium here in Brooklyn, the home of the Regulators. Reno has elected to take the ball here to begin things. Matt Jansen, longtime Brooklyn, again, Bandit / Regulator, will do the kicking. Marcus Bentley to return that one to the 18-yard line, where Reno's offense will go to work. Mark Jetton leading his troops out, 27 years of age, from Fort Smith, Arkansas. Jetton to throw, that'll be incomplete to the left side. Pressure coming from that defensive line of Brooklyn, led by 93 Michael Gentry. Ricky Stone here on the handoff, finds a lane on the left side and brought down after a gain of 14 by safety Stephen Akins. First down, another handoff here to Stone. That one good for 8 right up the middle. It'll bring in Traquan Northington. Northington gets the handoff. He'll have enough for the first down. Picks up 4 he needed to. Tackle made by Asher. 1st and 10 now. Reno in the shotgun. In motion is 13. DeMarco Holiday. They are short to Northington. And that will be good enough for the first. Jetton in the gun again. This time it's Stone back in the backfield. Looking to throw, has a lot of time. He'll get it away and over the jumping defender into the hands of Jalen Wilkins, the slot receiver. That's his 7th catch of the entire year. Stone on the run, getting past the tackle attempt of 49. That was Noah Warrington-Smith. First down for the Raptors at the 6. Worthington will go play action. Jetton will go down. It is Michael Gentry, the leading sack getter for the Regulators. That's his 6th on the year. Second and goal, Stone gets a good chunk, brought down by Warrington-Smith. Third and goal, Brooklyn looking to hold him to 3 here. Holiday in motion, Northington will not have enough. Tackle made by 77, the linebacker Jack Hammer. A short field goal here for Jake Bolt, and the 21-yarder is good. So the threat to score is diminished for now. They only get 3 out of that, and we'll see how the league's passing leader Graham Hull will do. Tackle made on special teams by 25, Ricky Cox, the rookie out of LSU. Man in motion is tight end Tommy Estes. Jennings on the run, and that is Tariq Shaw, who is the backup defensive tackle. Doesn't get a lot of playing time, but does show up in big moments. Hull will go down. That is Andre Droulier at that defensive end spot. Third and forever here for Hull. Blitz coming. Passes off the hands of, I believe, Clemens. And Ryan Blaisdell on to punt, and Cox will return. Solid return there, up to the 42. We'll see how Reno goes with this drive. Starting with a man in motion, that is Wilkins. Stone breaks a tackle here on the handoff, and it'll be tackled by number 8, Malcolm Gatling, 4th-year man out of Virginia Tech. Good for 7 on that run. They'll go Stone again. This time break another tackle, trying to find that outside after a pretty solid block from 83. That was Leo Caston, the tight end. Worthington, good run there. Picks up 7. Second down and 3. Carson Draper lined up at tight end. Jetton will go his way. Wide open is Draper for the touchdown. Carson Draper, the big tight end for Reno, on a wide open play. Draper continuing his great year. That's already his 4th touchdown on the year. Only his 11th catch. And adding to his total, he is Reno's 3rd best receiver, actually. It goes Marcus Bentley, then Justin Bush, and then Carson Draper. Right in that 3rd best yardage spot for the Raptors. So he is definitely a big part of their offense. Hull intercepted, picked off. He was trying to go to Clemens, and it is picked off by the elite corner, C.J. Hampton. Been all Reno so far in this first quarter, as Stone gets a few there. Second down, 7. Stone, not much there. That tackle made by Kevin Weingardner, the breakout defensive end, rookie out of the University of Iowa. Jetton, incomplete, had Stone spinning around, threw it behind him. And they will try and pooch punt it here with Raul Muniz. And he will put it into the end zone for a touchback. New drive. We'll see if Brooklyn can get anything going here as Ricky Cox drops Jennings there for a loss. 2nd and 11. Last play of the quarter, perhaps. Caught there. Marshall Presley getting by the defense, and there he goes. That is what Brooklyn needed. A big 81-yard score to get him right back in the game. Slipped right by the safeties, Ricky Cox and Tony Dennis, I believe, 22, if my memory serves me correctly, which it has not on many occasions. But Reno does get the ball back. Their lead trimmed to just a field goal, as that will end the quarter. Reno up by 3. Second quarter will begin with a shotgun formation. Jetton will take it himself and have enough for the first, brought down by Hammer on the play. That's fullback Cam Neighbors in motion. Stone on the handoff. Tackle made by Matthew Abraham. Jetton on 2nd down will run and has enough. Jetton not known to be a particularly fast quarterback, but will take off on designed runs when he needs to. Stone finding the outside here, and Reno's running game off to a tremendous start. Stone averaging, looks like it's 7.5 yards a carry. Here's Northington now with a big run, and Reno has really been clicking. Northington 8 yards a carry here. Stone again on the drop play there, and that one is good for 9. They just keep moving and are wearing this Brooklyn defense out quickly. And of course, a lot of credit has to go to that offensive line. Jetton finding a man. It's Neighbors, the fullback. That'll get him down to the 2. In striking distance here. 1st and goal for the Raptors. Stone will break a tackle, barely get back to the line. It's Warrington Smith on the stop. 2nd and goal. Northington in motion. And they'll pass here. Jetton to Draper, who, had he ran his route about 1.5 yards deeper, would have had a touchdown, but 3rd and goal regardless. They'll hand it off. Northington is going to go in for the TD. Pushed in by Tyrone Barron as Jacob Alsip, the backup who gets the start today at right guard, gets injured briefly but will be back. Alsip taking the place of starter Leonard Cato. As the score is now 17-7. Clemens on the return. Won't get very far. Tackle made by 52 Marvin Terrell, the 6th-year man out of Oklahoma. Jennings on the carry. Hampton on the stop. Good for 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Man in motion is Terrence Baxter. Hull in an empty backfield. Off his back foot, dropped there. I believe he was trying to go to Baxter on that, actually. Incomplete regardless. 3rd and 3. This time it's a catch. It's Estes with Dennis in coverage. Good enough for 20 and a first. 4 minutes to play in the first half. Reno up by 10. Hull will air it out. Josh Bridges comes down with it. 36-yard connection. from Hull to Bridges. And Brooklyn finds themselves in the red zone. Jennings on the run. That one good for 3. Looking for a breakout run here is Brooklyn. Hull, pass, caught. Estes on the sideline. Third down and 5 to go. Hull, play action. To the end zone. Incomplete. Right out of the hands of Dennis. 4th down, short field goal here for Jansen. And the kick is good from 28. That brings it back to a 1-score game. As Reno will get it back with 2:10 to go in the first half. Remember, Brooklyn does get the ball to begin half number 2, so it is pretty crucial here for Reno to try and get some points. Although, considering how underperforming, I would say, the Brooklyn rush offense especially is, I would say, yes, points are important on this drive, but it's not the end of the world if you don't. You just have to trust your defense in that case. 1st and 10, wide open man is Jalen Wilkins. Third-year man out of Georgia, 83 overall superstar. 1st and 10, Jetton with trips to the left. Man open is Wilkins. At post route there, good for 25. And Reno within striking distance at the 28. Jetton, quick pass. Ooh, off the hands. Trying to hit Wilkins again. Or maybe that wasn't Wilkins. As Weisenberger was in there for a play. Drop there. Trying to go to Bentley, but good coverage by Brooklyn. Under a minute to go, 3rd and 10. Jetton, quick throw again. This time has his man DeMarco Holiday. And that puts him in the red zone. That one good for 17. And it'll be a 1st down. Ricky Stone in motion. Jetton to Stone. Oh, nice play for the touchdown. Ricky Stone left so open on that motion. Little route there. It's interesting. He was actually supposed to be running a hitch route on that play. But he ran it as if he was coming out of the backfield, which he wasn't. So he was sent on a weird angle, which is very cool actually. Because sometimes quarterbacks take advantage of that running pattern and throw to him early to get some yards there. Then again, that's just me mentioning Axis's not necessarily flaws, but Easter eggs, if you will. 2nd and 10, Brooklyn now down by 2 scores. Hull with a quick throw to Presley, flag on the play. He pushed off against Hampton. That'll cost him 10 yards. So Hull will have to hold his celebration for now. 2nd and 20, Jennings in the backfield. Hull 4 of 9 for 139. And that one incomplete. Third down, 4 receivers in the game. Man in motion is back screw to the near slot. They go hand off to Jennings, and that will not be good enough. Jeremiah Small on the stop. I do not hear that name often. I believe he's the 4th corner on this team, if I'm not mistaken. And I think he's also a rookie. Anyway, that'll end the half. Short return by Cox there. 24-10 Reno, and they have controlled this game so far. We will see if that continues in the second half. Jake Bolt will boot it deep. Clemens from his 8-yard line breaks a tackle and is stopped at the 25. I believe the tackle was made by Bolt, although I'm not certain. It's either 8 or 3, one of the two. Either Bolt or Andre Simon. I couldn't quite catch the number. 2nd and 3. As Hull is back in the pocket with a little bit of time, gets it off to Jennings. And that tackle for sure made by 3, Andre Simon. Linebacker out of Oregon State. 1st and 10. After that pickup, play action, Hull. Wide open, Clemens, and that's good enough for the first. Brought down by 24, Ramon Watkins. Brooklyn driving here, first drive of the second half. Hull, pass caught, Michael Newbold. Backup running back, former Memphis Liberty, former OKC Tornado. Go! Among a few others, I believe, in his tenure. Third and 2. Go! Empty backfield for Hull. He'll go deep to the end zone. Incomplete. I believe he was trying to hit Terrence Baxter on that. He said it'll be a field goal, and that is right down the middle for Mr. Matt Jansen, the veteran kicker. And he is the one who will boot it deep out of the end zone. No return for Bentley. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We do appreciate all of the support from the community. If you want to be part of that community, you can join our Discord server, where you can either become a team owner, you can manage one of these teams that have not already been taken, or you can create a prospect who can be part of our developmental league as Traquan Northington breaks off a big run there for, I believe it was 36, if I saw correctly. Northington again. Patrick Hastings on the stop. But yeah, it is a great community. Lots of people who love the game. And yeah, it's a great time. So I encourage everyone watching, if you are not already part of the Discord, please join us. As on a 3rd and 4 here, it is caught by Cameron Neighbors for the first down. Jetton looking to throw to the end zone, incomplete. Although Bentley looked to be out of bounds already. 2nd down from the 13-yard line. Holiday in motion, Jetton looking, end zone again, this time into tight coverage and almost picked Hastings, the nearest regulator to him. 3rd and 10. Jetton. Nice out route to Bentley. I don't think he got it though. He didn't. And that will force a field goal here by Bolt. Another one from 20-ish. Maybe hit one from 21 earlier, but regardless, points on the board. Now back to a 14-point game. Oh, caught. Nice catch by Jennings. Had to rotate a bit, but he got it. Derek Pettis on the stop. Ball at the 45 of Brooklyn. Jennings, nice run there, but he lost the ball. Thankfully, Matt Newcomb, the tight end there, able to hop on that as Javonte Spears got injured on that play, so Newbold will play fullback, which means Trayvon Green is now the backup running back. Former third stringer on Portland many years ago. Has bounced around, I believe, with a couple of teams. He's now in the game on this 3rd and 5. Got the call. Green makes a tackle. Good for 2, but not good enough for the first. Jeremiah Small, I believe, on the tackle. Kick is good from 54. Or actually, that may have been 55. Quavion Bridges. That I believe I misspoke there. My apologies. Regardless, it was a Reno player. Sometimes I don't know who it is, but that's okay. Just over a minute to go in the 3rd quarter, and Ricky Stone has been tearing up this Brooklyn defensive line so far, which is, honestly, to me, it's a shot. Maybe Brooklyn is a little bit more known for rushing the passer, but I mean, Kevin Weingartner coming out of the class with a block shed, you would think that he would have quite the game in that running game, but they're running away from him this time, and Northington will end the quarter with an 11-yard gain. Even Traquan Northington is impressing me today, which is very cool to see. So I think Reno definitely has a good foundation. Stone and Northington, that 1-2 punch. Wilkins on that run there, or on that catch, sorry. Wish he could run. Wish they added like wide receiver right around. That'd be kind of fun. Wilkins now in motion. They will hand it to Stone. Stone, nice block from Draper that kept him on his feet, and he has the first down. Wow. Jacob Alsip and Carson Draper just keeping that train moving as Wilkins makes that catch. Wilkins has had a nice game too. 5 for 80 yards at 16 yards per catch. Stone on the run. 2nd down and 4 coming up. Stone already at 131 yards and looking to add more to that. He will with this run. Good enough for the first. As Northington back in the ball game now. Tossing it. Northington. Ooh! Hit hard there as Akins shed the block of Alsip and brought down the ball carrier. Northington this time to try and drag him ahead for the first, and he does. They gave it to him. I thought he was going to be a little bit short, but they decided to move the sticks. 1st and goal. As Traquan Northington has almost reached 100 yards on the ground. Jetton looking to try and run it in himself. He will. Mark Jetton rushing touchdown. Reno is loving it on the bench. As Jake Bolt puts in the extra point off the upright for good measure. Clemens on the return there. Hull with a handoff. Jennings. Tony Dennis on the stop. Jennings struggling today on the ground. Just 12 yards. as that has been a struggle the entire year for Brooklyn. They are heavy on the passing game, although Graham Hall has only thrown 17 passes. So I guess that's attributed to the Raptors' time of possession in this game has been crazy. And as a result, Brooklyn just hasn't held on to the ball. Fourth down, they're going for it, and it's knocked away by Hampton. And that will give Reno tremendous field position to go and score again. Stone on the run. Gatling there for the tackle after a pickup of 6. Tremendous day for Stone and Traquan Northington, the two Reno running backs. Here's more action for Stone. Nice block by Alsip, who's had a couple of good blocks today at that right guard spot. Remember, he's a backup getting a start this week. First and 10, Jetton. Pass caught Neighbors. Tackle made by Hammer. Second and 3. From the 10, Northington shakes off the hip and has enough for the first down. Tackle made by Matthew Abraham. First and goal at the 4. Handoff, Stone. He won't get very far that time. Akins in on the stop. 2-minute warning here in the game, as Reno looks to put up a 40 spot here potentially and move to 4-3 on the year. Neighbors on the handoff. He'll go in for the touchdown. Add another rushing touchdown to this Reno offense. To my knowledge, that is the 4th different Reno player to have a rushing TD today. You got Stone, of course, Northington, Jetton, and now Cam Neighbors joining the rushing party here. Although, now that I think of it, Stone's TD, I know he had a receiving TD. I'm not sure if he had a rush TD, though. I'll check after the game, regardless. Hull. Incomplete. Receivers are just not on the same page, and I don't really blame them. There's not a lot to play for at this point. Hull caught. Presley, that's don't help the stats anyway. Good for 25 as we start to wrap up here on under the 2-minute warning. We'll catch you up on some more games coming up and what is next for each of these teams. We'll get to that first. Hull, meanwhile, a pass connects to Presley with Simon on the stop. Hull, end zone incomplete. And that will be another offensive pass interference on Presley. Hull will be sacked and he'll lose the ball. Andre Simon will return it for a fumble 6. And Reno just keeps piling it on here. Bolt's kick is good, and this is a blowout. (48-16). Hull to Baxter. Good for a few as Hull has struggled today, just 12 completions. Go! And make it still 12. as week number 8 has in store for us. Brooklyn will play Richmond at home. Reno will be back at home too against Fresno, another expansion team. And more games coming up later today include Colorado Springs at Birmingham at 3, El Paso Fort Wayne at 3. At 4, we've got Salt Lake City, Orlando, and Milwaukee, Baton Rouge. And at 5, we have Raleigh, Portland, VB, and Sacramento. And then tomorrow, at 2, we have Memphis, Vancouver, Iowa, Wichita, 3 p.m., Richmond, Fresno, San Diego, Delaware, 4 p.m., Albuquerque, Omaha, Austin, and Columbus. And then to wrap it up at 5 p.m. Sunday, we have Minnesota, Tucson, and Louisville, San Antonio. This game, however, is over. 48-16, the final in this one. Take a look at injuries here. Leave no injuries per side. Nope, no game-ending injuries, which is great. Let's take a look at the stats here. Mark Jetton did great, 50-21. Didn't do a whole lot, but did well enough to win. Of course, the big game for Ricky Stone and Traquan Northington. And I was wrong. So Ricky Stone did not get a rushing touchdown, but 3 different guys did. So Neighbors, Jetton, Northington, but I was right in touchdowns by 5 different players. So that's pretty cool. Wilkins did have a very good game. Of course, Stone and Draper there too. Ricky Cox, TFL, 2 defended passes. Of course, Andre Simon with that late pick 6. Small with a sack and a TFL and a forced fumble. Pretty good game for Jeremiah Small. And you see the rest of the stats there for Reno. Take a look at Brooklyn. Hull, the rating is interesting because it looks like it didn't play that well, but the 263 might make up for that. Jennings, ooh, that is just tough to see. 10 for 13, of course. Presley's yards mainly coming from that 81-yard catch and run that he had. Other than that, not really much. Jack Hammer and Akins and Hastings co-leading with 8 tackles. Take a look at the rest there. And game stats will tell all. It was a rushing clinic put on by Reno here. 44 rushing plays to just 23 pass plays for them. Meanwhile, as we expected, 30-12 pass to run ratio for Brooklyn. 2 turnovers, which included the pick by Hampton and the fumble 6 by Simon. And that, I believe, is it. We've checked injuries already. We've checked the stats and all of that good stuff. I will see you guys next for El Paso at Fort Wayne coming up at 3. But for now, we will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your weekend, folks. Take care.